Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top 4 seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. That one bounces through the end zone, so let's start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? On the ground, it's Owens. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
I'll tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And, Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently. And even Isaiah Spiller, good, tough blend of toughness and speed.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Second down play coming up. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Breaks free. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain, short of the first down.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense, being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? And he laid the hit stick on him there.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
First and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback's got it on the option. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Seventh play of the drive coming up. Grab behind the line. It's Barber. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. They're going to scramble now. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
This is a nice job here by this defense on third down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this fourth down.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Brought down after a short return to the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Well, that is a tough way to start this game for this offense, throwing an interception on their first drive. Big thing now is you go to the sideline, talk to the offensive coordinator, make a couple adjustments, and come back and play with confidence next time you get the ball.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? To throw, it's Johnson. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it second and medium. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Short connection to the tight end here. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
And the Tar Heels pick up enough for a first down. As the first down is still going. Touchdown, UNC. No chance to catch it. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Grab near the sticks. It's Barber. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. The Aggies will crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Pass caught, second down now. Dropping back, it's Reed. The pass rush closing in. He's looking to scramble. He went for it, and he gets it on the scramble. That is deflating for this defense.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. He's got it near the end zone. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, A&M.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When a quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So behind the 6, 2nd and long from their 14. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Chris, you know how it goes in football. When it works out well for the offensive coordinator on 3rd and long on a run play, he's a genius. And if it didn't, of course, everybody on social media would be saying that he needs to be fired and it's too conservative of a call. You wonder what they'll do on that next 3rd down.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. 1st down now. They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. At the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Running with purpose. And the run moves the ball over the 33.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and his ability to accelerate upfield and pick up the first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M uni.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. On the run, it's Owens. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the back now goes in motion. Looking to pass here. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Bringing it out, it's Hamilton. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Now the handoff. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw. It's Johnson. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Just trucks the man. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. A quick throw out left, complete. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Now it's second down here. They'll run it here. Runs through the defender. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. And they pick up the first on the ground. They make the stop just short of the mark, where it's going to be 4th down and inches. And the Aggies come to the line to run the hurry-up. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. That's going to be incomplete. A 1st down drop here in the middle of the field.
Oh, man. You have a good play dialed up and a great chance at yards, and it goes right through his hands. That'll drive the offensive coordinator in the booth absolutely crazy.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Just runs through a man, a mismatch. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a 1st down.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. Grab behind the line, it's Allen. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll try the left side with a toss. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push. And once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Texas A&M has moved into the red zone now. To the air, it's Reed. And is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Goes backwards, he'll lose 10 yards there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier here, because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Try to add the lead now with the PAT. And knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? The ball is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Chris, this could end up being a critical play in this game. If they don't have a chance to come back and end up winning this game, look back at this very play and wonder if things could have turned out differently, if they would have been able to hold on to the ball and gotten some points before the half.
Now, it looks like the head coach made a smart move on that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here comes a handoff. Fights through the tackler. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Goes down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. They'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. And the Tar Heels will have 1st and 10 here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So now on comes the field goal unit. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. The Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Aggies will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But it's incomplete. They missed an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Great job by this defense once again on that 3rd down, and now we get to 4th down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on 4th down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
And they'll kick it away here. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Here's the second down play. Caught in the backfield. It's Allen. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The back's got it. Fighting him off. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Offense getting set. It's second down. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense operating from the pistol. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
And here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Okay, ready?
Important second down play coming up. Caught behind the line. It's Barber. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And, Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Ball handed off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Dropping back. It's Reed. Short throw to the back. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. And he heads out of bounds. Moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Caught near the goal line. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the Aggies line up with a first and goal. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Second and goal for the offense. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket, and he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, A&M. That's why he's a dangerous scrambler. The quarterback says, I'm just going to end this scoring drive right here. I'll do it myself.
Yeah, and everybody's covered downfield. The defense has done a pretty good job of containing the offense.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. So here we go, third and goal. Can they punch it in from the 1? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on third and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Back to pass. It's Johnson. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Chris, I got to be honest. I mean, this is the national championship. We've seen so much out of this quarterback throughout the year and these receivers, and yet here in this biggest stage, they cannot do anything through the air. The timing is off. Now, again, you got to give credit to the defense, but I'm just shocked to see the way they're performing today.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. They'll try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Brought down after a big gain and a 1st down. Defense, no answer for the option that time.
Man, I can't believe they're going for it on 4th down deep in their own territory like this. Usually, you might see this late in the game, but early, really risky decision, but it pays off.
And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. They'll change the pre-snap look now. 1st down, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on 1st down.
I really thought that this matchup between this quarterback and his receivers going up against this defense in the national title would have been must-see TV. But, man, this defense, they have won that battle the entire game, and they enjoy a nice lead because of that.
They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. The junior able to bring him down quickly. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Short pass finds the tight end. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that 1st down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
The offense trailing here in the 2nd half. This is a crucial 4th down try. Back to throw. It's Johnson. Receiver makes the catch. They make the 1st down. Brought down to the 31.
Oh, my gosh. The defense does their job. That ball is thrown short of the 1st down. They've got to rally to the ball and not let him have that kind of effort to pick up a 1st down.
And the Tar Heels will try to keep this drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice 1st down.
And the Tar Heels are in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Pressure is coming. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Hampton. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. And the Tar Heels will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Nowhere to run. A corralling for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or the defense come up with a stop? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Grab behind the line. It's Muhammad. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's a quick grab. The Aggies will have to kick it away. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. With the return, it's Hamilton. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in the return. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They kicked a field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Second down after that previous play. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. This pass is on target, caught. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Another positive gain by this back. I'm telling you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Got the 1st down, now looking for more. Heads out of bounds after a solid.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And the Tar Heels pick up enough yards to move the sticks. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. No huddle here for the offense. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. Well, you know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
And the Tar Heels lining up here on 1st and 10. We'll hand it off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some. Has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
And that run produces a decent gain. And the Tar Heels hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. He just trucks through the defender. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, down 8. They've got a score and at a 2-point conversion to tie. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. Here we go, national championship game, 4th quarter, 1-possession game. Let's see who's going to step up.
Well, the stakes can't get any bigger. The offense has done their job to give themselves a chance. But what about their opponent? What about the other side? How will they handle this pressure? Late in the game, they still have the lead. I want to see what their plan of attack is and how aggressive they might be willing to be.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he stops short, doesn't get in, and the defense still holds on to a 2-point lead. here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Back's got it on the pitch. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Using his legs, it's Owens. Breaks loose at the 40. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
Second down play coming up. Grab behind the line, it's Barber. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Back to throw. It's Reed. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage in the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. And it's a bunch formation. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Try and muscle for the first down. Stop right there at the line, no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. dice a bit. Up one possession and going for it on fourth down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. And he finds his target. He has the first. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
They'll run it from the gun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing in it.